Hey y'all, it's Robin Tamani, your Scentsy gal from Star City Sensations. Happy Friday, good morning to you. We are by no means fancy here. We are sitting on the floor, my children are still asleep, and drinking our coffee. Cheers to you. I know if you're in my VIP group, a lot of you are probably on your way to work. You might be sleeping. So if you're gonna watch this live, say hey. Doubt it, because again, you're probably sleeping and it's early. Or if you're on your way to work or you're at work, do hashtag work, do work. If you're watching it at work or wherever you're watching it, say hashtag replay. If you're on my YouTube channel, hey, thanks for tuning in. I am super excited about all this fall stuff coming. And I wanted to do this video sooner than later because I cannot freaking wait. And again, my children are sleeping, and so this is when we have a moment. So anyways, let's see and dive on in. I wanted to share with you all that, hi Dora. Dora, I can't wait to hear what your opinions are on some of these. I know you've smelled them too. Before I dive on in, I'm going to explain the scent of the month and like what's going on with that here in August, because notice I said scent of the month, not scent and warmer of the month. And so we had a minor issue with that, but it's okay because we just roll with it. Second thing, I'm like a squirrel, and by the way, if you were a coffee fan, I'm just gonna go ahead and like let you know this. Y'all need an espresso machine, and I know they're kind of expensive, so go treat yourself to that for Christmas or something. But an espresso machine is like my favorite appliance in our entire kitchen, and I 10 out of 10 recommend it if you love coffee. Keeps you from going to, you know, the coffee shop, even though you deserve that every once in a while. Okay, focus, Robin. And my coffee is hot this morning, which makes for a good Friday. Okay, so let's do the scent of the month first. And again, we're no fancy here. We're in sweatpants. And I still got my 4th of July stuff up, which is very exciting because, I don't know, I just love red, white, and blue. And then, is it too early to do fall stuff? Tell me, is it too early to do fall stuff? It's July 29th. Too early? I don't really care. Okay, focus. So, the scent of the month. So in August, we only have a scent of the month because there was a shipment issue with there's a shipment issue with the warmer of the month. So there will not be a warmer of the month for August, but we do still have a scent of the month. And I did let a few people sniff this already. Be mindful, the people that sniff this are definitely, like, if I had to pick a scent category for them, that they like absolutely love. They love the fresher smells, and so they were like, oh, that's good. And so this is definitely more of a fresh smell. I have tried it. It's a really good performer. It's definitely fresh and clean smelling. Okay, so here's what the name of it is. It's called Glacial Water. And Glacial Water is, I don't have the scent description here, but it has a masculine kind of scent to it, which is nice because when we have this fall winter stuff, there's not a whole lot of new fresh smells, in my opinion. It becomes more of the bakery and the spice and the warm and the cozy kind of smells. So it's nice to get one of these like now, but it has a little bit of a masculine vibe to it. If I remember correctly, the scent notes were bergamot, lavender, some sort of lavender, and then like an aquatic smell. And so it's definitely aquatic. Hi Jennifer, thank you for watching. Definitely aquatic, masculine, but very fresh and very clean. I like it a lot, and I've used it, and it's a really good performer. So I'm excited to get this in y'all's hands to sniff and see what you all think. It's good though. I like it a lot. So it's called Glacial Water. I do like. Okay. Now, what we're here for, I'm sure, are all of the new releases in Scentsy Land coming in the fall. August 1st, this is when these drop. And so, as a consultant, there are a lot of perks. And so if you ever really thought about doing Scentsy for yourself to get paid back on your own purchases, to have your own little hobby, to make something of it, whatever your reason is, now is like literally the time to do it because these smells are amazing. And as a consultant perk, I was able to get these well ahead of time and try a whole bunch of them. And yes, Dora, you got your stuff, yay! But I got these like a while ago, so very excited, and I have definitely picked a few of my favorites. Some I haven't tried yet, but I'm getting there. All right, these are in no particular order, and I'm just gonna grab one and see what happens here. The first one is called Velvet Moon, okay? In Velvet Moon, I did try this one. I was like, okay, this is not one I would typically go for, but I do not write a Scentsy smell off ever. I'm like open to it. I'm okay with like just trying different things. The category for this one is floral, and so like I see floral and I'm like, not so sure I'm gonna like that, but I'm not gonna write it off. And so I tried this in my kid's bathroom, just 1 cube, and immediately when I put my nose in this, I get like a baby powder smell. Like it's very powdery, and kind of like Newborn Nursery, only a little bit slightly lighter than Newborn Nursery. Newborn Nursery smells like straight baby powder, which is not a bad thing because I actually have a scent pack of that in my son's room right now. I'm holding on to his littleness, you know what I mean? Like keeping him a baby, even though he's really naughty too. But anyway, it's definitely floral and definitely powdery. And the more I melted it, the more powdery it ended up becoming. And so if you like powdery, like clean powdery kind of smells, then this could be for you. Here's what Scentsy says. Soft vanilla flower. I don't know if I get a whole lot of vanilla. And white musk glow behind a silky layer of foggy mist. Yes, very musky and powdery. It smells like it could be honestly a body product. And so maybe, I don't know, if it does well, maybe Scentsy will make it into a body product. So anyways, that's what I would say about that one. Powdery, musky, and definitely floral. Okay, the next one we have is called Perfect Day, and it's in this fun green color. Perfect Day is classified as fruity, and I can totally see why. This one's good. This one is one that I like smelled when I first got these. I was like, ooh, that's different. You definitely get a lot of pear with this. So if you're like a fan of pear, there's not usually a lot of pear smells that come around in Scentsy. Not a lot. It's always apples and, you know. But this is such a different type of fall vibe. Definitely pear. But I also get like a little bit of spice. I get pear, spice, and then there's this, you know how it's like called Perfect Day? It's like, it smells kind of like a fall day, like first day of fall vibes, like a green outdoorsy kind of smell to it. Yes. Okay, so here's what Scentsy says. Autumn pear. This is Perfect Day. Autumn pear mixed with spiced syrup. I definitely get some spice in this. Not a lot, but a hint. And a spirited splash of bourbon. Maybe the bourbon comes out and like makes it a little more warm smelling whenever it melts. Haven't melted it yet. But I will say, like I said, it's definitely pear, definitely spice, and it has that outdoorsy kind of vibe to it. So I'm excited for this because it's a very different type of fall smell, but it still gives you like fall vibes. So yes, I'm excited for that. I'll put that in my like super excited for pile. Okay, next one, that we have, y'all, is called, this is what I'm excited for. This is called Sips of Cider. And it's a fun orange colored wax. If you are from Southwest Virginia, you know what these colors mean. Go Hokies. If you're a Hokie fan, go Hokies. Sips of Cider. Reading the description of this, this is one I was like, yes, I cannot wait for. And I'm still excited about it because it's really that good. Sips of Cider. So if you know Scentsy, okay, you know like Wassail Wonderland. If you love Wassail Wonderland, you are going to love this. Wassail Wonderland is one of my favorite Scentsy Christmas smells. It's in my Scentsy club, and it will stay there. It smells like blood orange with a small hint of spice, but definitely forward in the orange, and I love that. It's so good. Okay. Here's what Scentsy says. Lively blood orange steeped with sparkling ginger and cinnamon stick. Yes. I don't know. I love this. This smells like fall. This smells like a giant pot of cider, but not apple cider, like a blood orange cider. Like a, it's good. Like a wassail drink. It's good. So if you like Wassail Wonderland, this is like Wassail Wonderland minus the evergreen or the Christmas tree note to it. This is just orange and spice, but very tart orange. Cannot wait for this, and I love this smell. I love this smell. Okay, let's keep on. Falling apples. So of course we have to have an apple smell, a new apple smell, like it's fall, y'all. Falling apples. I have not tried this yet, but it's not because I'm not excited about it. I have a million waxes in my house, literally. And so I just don't have the time to just try every single thing all the time. This one is good. So this one, to me, I'm not even reading the scent description. I get just like a tart red apple, like a Macintosh apple. And then I get a little bit of like a mixture of spice, but I also get like a wood note to it, you know? Like a woods note, but in like a really good way. Now, the spice in this, there's not a lot of spice in this. I don't even know, is there spice in this? There's not even spice in this. Okay, there is no spice. Maybe my nose is still on sips of cider. You know how like at candle stores you need to smell the coffee? Maybe I need to sniff the coffee. Okay, to clear my nose. Okay, falling apples. Here's what Scentsy says. Take a stroll through an orchard lined, I don't know what that means. Take a stroll through an orchard lined with crisp apple, acorn, and oak. Yes, so there's definitely woods in this, but it's good. You know what I mean? It's like you were literally walking through an orchard and picking apples and then smelling your hand after you've picked the apples and touched the tree. It's good. So if you don't like spice, this could be good because it's not, I don't get spice now. Okay, here's the scent category. It's in the scent category of woods. I think a lot of people are going to love this one. My husband, I think, is going to really love this one. This one's good. Yes, y'all, come to our house Sunday and you can smell all of these. And I got fun stuff planned and snacks because snacks are life. Okay, next we have, this one. I love this one. This one is called Frosted Vanilla. Frosted Vanilla. Y'all, I'm very sad to say that vanilla mint is going away in wax. And I realized things discontinued, but then I'm like, yeah, maybe it'll come back. It's not coming back unless it's in like the cleaning stuff, which okay, but like it's not coming back as wax. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? And I'm like, this one, so good. I love this vanilla, okay? The scent category for this vanilla is fresh. It's not bakery vanilla, okay? It's a very fresh, minty kind of vanilla, and I have used this, okay? I have a cube of this that has literally been in our upstairs bedroom, like our bedroom, in a warmer, and I've turned it on for several hours throughout the week in the evening time, and I swear to you, I'm on day 4 of it, which is a lot for wax. And several hours of wax being like lit up and warmed and whatnot, which is pretty good. And I'm still getting hints of it. So performance wise, I say this is a pretty good performer. I'm not saying that I've used it in my open concept, but I have used it in our bedroom and I can still smell it and I'm happy about it. So here's what Scentsy says. It's in the category of fresh, a wonderland of sweet vanilla bean, but it's not like bakery, okay? It is a little bit sweet, but it's not bakery. And birch bark with a rush of frosty air. The birch, the woods in this, it like changes this vanilla minty smell in a really good way. At first, if you smell it like this, you might be like, well, that's different. But then you melt it, it's really good. I'm a big fan of it. And then the frosty air is just, like I said, like a minty, fresh, clean smell. I don't know, if you like vanilla mint or vanilla and minty kind of smells and fresh smells with a hint of warm, the vanilla warm makes it warmer, then I think you're gonna like this a lot. So I'm a big fan of frosted vanilla. That's definitely one of my top favorites. Okay, next we have white amber and silk. Have not tried it yet. This one is also in the category of fresh, It says, wet amber and silk, warm amber and bergamot are wrapped in a comforting cotton for a smooth finish. Okay, so this one, it's kind of light, in my opinion. It's very soft smelling. And I can see why it's called fresh. So I get a small hint of amber, and it's definitely like if we had like a cooler smell or a warmer smell. It's definitely on the warmer smell side, and I think that's because of the warm amber. There is a little bit of cotton in it, but it's not overpowering cotton. I'm gonna be really curious to see how this melts, and if it becomes too floral for me. It might, but it might not. I don't know. I have not tried it yet, but it's okay. You know, this is not one that I would typically gravitate towards, but again, I'm not gonna like write it off. Yeah, it's okay. White amber or warm amber. It's different. Kind of has like a, kind of similar to the Velvet Moon one, like a little bit of a powdery note to me. So we shall see, I don't know. But the more I smell it, I'm like, okay, this is actually pretty good. I don't know, I can't wait to hear what you all think of this one. So let me know what you think. All right, next. Let's do this one. Cran Apple Crumble. Y'all, my heart loves when we have a new bakery smell. Just saying. And of course I had to try it like immediately. Cran Apple Crumble. It literally smells like Thanksgiving to me. Like my mother-in-law, Judy, she has this recipe for like a cranberry apple crumble, like literally. And this takes me to her house on Thanksgiving. And so Judy, I don't know if you're watching this, but I hope you're smiling because you know exactly what I'm talking about when you cook this or make this. It smells so good, your cranberry apple thing. I need the recipe for that again, please. By the way, and it makes me smile. And this takes me to her house on Thanksgiving. It also takes me to Virginia Tech football games in the fall whenever we tailgate and they make this. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, so it smells like cranberry. Like the first thing I get in this is cranberry and apple. Like it's a very balanced smell of cranberry and apple. But then there is this small hint of spice. It's not overpowering spice. And this is not as sweet as you would think. Because if you think about it, cranberry apple crumble, it's very tart. Because apples can be very tart and cranberry can be very tart. But then there's like a small hint of sweetness and bakery to it. It's really good. And I have tried it and it melts even better than what it smells like on cold, which is what I would call this, just kind of sitting here. Oh my God, Trina, you are going to love this. If you're home from your cruise, you need to come over on Sunday, bring your friends and smell all of these because we're gonna be in a fall heaven. All right, I'm like 20 minutes on this smell. The scent category is bakery. Baked cran apple topped with brown sugar and a dollop of whipped cream. All I'm saying is if you like bakery and fall smells, you won't need this because it's delish. Definitely one of my favorites. Okay, next, let's move on to another one of my favorites. Blackberry Spice is its name. And again, hold on, I have to do again. Go Hokies, I cannot wait for tailgating. Blackberry Spice. So here's what Scentsy says. It is in the category of spice, which bakery and spice are my like wheelhouse. That's what I love. Blackberry Spice is ripe blackberry bundled up with cedarwood and fresh clove. I love this smell. I love this smell. This is one of my absolute favorites out of the whole thing. This smells like a very deep, dark, rich berry smell, kind of like black raspberry vanilla gone a little darker. You know what I'm saying? Like a little deeper into that. And then the clove just makes it fall. And there's a little bit of a cedar wood, like a woodsy kind of smell, but I'm here for it. I love this. If you like black raspberry vanilla, but you also like cinnamon, it's like black raspberry vanilla and clove had a mixture and they put it together, and this is amazing. This reminds you of walking into like a Michael's or whatever in like the winter time. If you don't like spice, you ain't gonna like this. But if you love spice, this is not too sweet. It's delicious. It's so good. I love this smell. And I did warm it and it did pretty good. And it just made me happy. This is like fall. It's so good. I love this one. Okay. Blackberry Spice, you are a favorite. Okay, next is called Black Currant and Plum. Black Currant and Plum is categorized as fruity. I have not used it yet, but not because I don't want to. Again, I have a million waxes. So it says dark plum and wild black currant, embodied sweet apple for a temptation you will not want to resist. This one is very dark and deep, rich berries too. It kind of reminds me of Blackberry Spice without any spice to it at all. This is like a sister smell, in my opinion, of Black Raspberry Vanilla. And so if you like Black Raspberry Vanilla, this is like its stepsister or like cousin, maybe. There's definitely currant in here, and some people love currant type smells. Some people do not love currant smells. There's definitely currant, and the apple is like definitely a back note. So I don't get a whole lot of apple from this. I get more plum and wild black currant, but it's good. It does not smell super, super strong in this. But again, I have not tried it, so I can't tell you yet how it does. But again, it's like a Black Raspberry Vanilla sister smell, like in a good way. And so I know a lot of people who love those dark, rich berry smells. That's good. So yes, I do like it. I just have not tried it yet. All right, I think we have one more left. And this one I have not tried yet either, but is a really pretty color purple. This one is called Huckleberry Hideaway. And Huckleberry Hideaway is classified as a woods type smell. And let's smell it again because I forget. Okay. So this one is definitely stronger than the Black Currant and Plum. So if I were to like compare these two, the Black Currant and Plum and Huckleberry Hideaway from just like a first, like put your nose in it, the Huckleberry Hideaway one is definitely more forward smelling. And I get a lot more, and I don't have to stick my nose in it as much. Here's what Scentsy says about Huckleberry Hideaway. Fresh picked huckleberry, mountain violet, and crisp white woods create the perfect retreat. So I think that there is definitely, I think I get the violet in this. Like the violet makes it very like forward smelling. But I'm not saying that in like a bad way. I definitely get like a dark berry, but not as dark and like rich of a berry as the Black Currant and Plum. I definitely get like a red berry or a purplish berry smell. Huckleberry, I guess. I don't know. I never really actually smelled like a huckleberry, but I guess it's the huckleberry, and you definitely get violet with it. I feel like this one is gonna melt really good, and it's going to be like a medium performer. Definitely because of like the violet in it. Crisp white woods. I don't know that I get a whole lot of woods in this, but I definitely get the violet and the huckleberry. So if you're sensitive to like florals, while this doesn't say anything about floral, violet is a flower. And I would definitely say that this could turn your nose, like you could get a lot of the floral from it if you're sensitive to florals. Now, if you love florals, you might absolutely love this smell. And so yes, that's where I'm at with it. So that's Huckleberry Hideaway. Okay, so let me pick my absolute top favorites. This is gonna be hard. Top favorites. Okay, you. Hold on. Oh, that's good. Okay. Is this a 6-pack? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is a 6-pack. Okay, Robin's 6-pack of wax from the new collection that I would recommend trying based on my nose. So if we have very similar noses, then this could be for you. Okay, Perfect Day, top favorite. Very different, very fresh. Yeah, okay. Falling Apples would be one of my top favorites. Cran Apple Crumble, yes, definitely. Frosted Vanilla, top favorite. Oh, it's so good. Sips of Cider. so good. And then absolutely Blackberry Spice. Oh, I love that one. Ah, it's so good. So anyways, I hope that's helpful to y'all. I'm excited to hear like which one you are the most excited for. Which one do you think that is going to be your absolute favorite from this list? You can't go wrong with fall and winter smells. You really cannot. This is like my favorite time of the year as far as smells go. I'm a fall winter fanatic. And I'm literally just going to sit here and keep sniffing all of these. And I'm okay with that. But anyways, tell me what you're most excited for. And again, the scent of the month. That's good. All right, I'm signing off. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope to see some of you Sunday. And go enjoy your coffee. Bye, y'all.